Hey, are you over there overcomplicating this healthy eating thing? I know you exist out there because I used to be one of you, but today we are putting a stop to it because I am sharing with you some of my favorite tips, hacks that allow me to easily live and thrive eating a whole food plant-based diet really easy. This does not have to be hard, y'all. So welcome back to another video. If you are new here, I wanna make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around because here on this channel, I love to share with you how you can live and thrive eating a whole food plant-based diet just like me, really easy, the simple way. This doesn't have to be complicated. So if that sounds good to you, again, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss a weekly video from me. And real quick, I don't know if you noticed, but we're almost at 100,000 subscribers. Come on, let's do this. Now, for these hacks, I actually did share some of these almost 5 years ago, and I share some of them every now and then on my Instagram channel, but I thought it was time again to do a full video so you guys can save this video, refer back to it when you find that you are having a tough time sticking to eating a healthy diet, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, jump right into it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, veggie broth. Now, this is why veggie broth is so amazing. No more cooking with oil. You guys, we don't need oil, okay? God gave us the actual plant to consume, the olive, the coconut. He didn't put us here on the planet and say, here's your olive oil, here's your coconut oil, here's your avocado oil. No, humans, right? We've decided to take the olives, the coconuts, what else did I say? The avocados, and process them, right? And squeeze out only the fat, disregarding the nutrients, okay? And go ahead and like cook with it and pour it all over our food. That is just fat that goes right onto your body that we don't necessarily need. If you want to get the benefits of the olive, eat the olive, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's another story for a different day. I'm just saying we don't need to cook with oils. We can cook with water. We can cook with veggie broth, okay? So when I saute my veggies, put a little bit of veggie broth in the pan, saute the veggies. If things dry out a little bit, put a little bit more veggie broth. It's not that complicated. When I bake with parchment paper or with the really healthy non-stick pans you can find out there. I love Caraway's baking pans. They are amazing. I can link that for you down below. But parchment paper works just as well when you're baking. There's also other alternatives to oil for baking that I can link below for you. But veggie broth has been such a great hack in the way of allowing me to get healthy eating this way, right? For me, I had to cut out all oils, not only for my health, my cholesterol, my LDLs, but also for losing weight. Do you know 1 tablespoon of olive oil, of oil in general, is about 125, 130 calories for one little bitty tablespoon? Just think of it, right? Veggie broth is so much more than what people think it is. You know, you can use it for so much more. Cooking, baking, money right there. All right, the next hack that I am gonna be honest with you, I cannot live without. I can live without it, but I don't want to. It is frozen rice, and really all frozen grains. It is amazing to have grains already cooked that, you know, obviously are frozen, that you can just throw in a pot with whatever else you want to make. Really, you make like a one-pot wonder. I throw beans and frozen rice and other stuff in there, and I have an amazing meal within not even 10 minutes. Now, I know a lot of y'all can't find frozen rice at the store like I do, and honestly, I think people are catching on because sometimes I go to the store and I can't find it either. So, not a big deal. All you have to do is on the weekends, just go ahead and make yourself a big batch of rice, and then you can just put it in a Ziploc bag. This is just some I have from a couple weeks ago. Put it in a Ziploc bag or whatever container you want to use and freeze it yourself so you have it. I've also done this with quinoa. I've been eating a lot of quinoa lately, so I've cooked a bunch. I threw some veggies in there with it too to help bulk it up. And I have a whole thing of frozen quinoa in rice in my freezer. So when I go to make a meal, it's really quick and easy to just throw this stuff in the pan or pot, like I was saying, and whip it all together. I'm telling you, if you want quick and easy meals, you've got to have the frozen rice. I think you could probably even do it with pasta. I'm just now realizing this, and I have never tried it, and I'm gonna try. Maybe you can try too, and let me know if it works out, if you beat me to it. But yeah, I mean, let's cook the stuff ahead of time and freeze it, so when it's time to make the meals, it takes like 5 minutes. Next up, we got sauces. You guys, sauces are my jam. I should have probably put this one as number one. Not that these are in any particular order, but having sauces on hand, oil-free sauces, are gonna allow you to more easily throw meals together, okay? So grab a can of beans, some rice, some quinoa, and some veggies, put it all in a pot, and then when it's all like melted, pour some sauce on it. I don't know about you, but I really have a hard time eating plant-based foods without a sauce. Now this sauce right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the description for you. It's literally just tofu and like flavoring, like seasoning. It's like an onion soup packet. It's so easy to make. There's my popular oil-free vegan cheese sauce that so many of y'all love, again, in the description. My Southwest sauce, my Skip the Filet sauce, all of these are free. I will link sauce videos down in the description for y'all. I also have my Saucy Vegan Mama e-recipe book, which I share over 30 oil-free, delicious sauces that will turn your meals into like chef's kiss, okay? You don't have to have my sauce book. You can find sauces on Pinterest free, you know, but if you want to help support me, Saucy Vegan Mama has some amazing sauces in there that you can try out. But sauces, you guys, I'm telling you, I don't have nothing really more to say. I think you know. I think you know. Great hack. All right, this next hack might be the mamma jamma of them all. And yes, I did just say mamma jamma. It might be the best hack for me that has really made this whole life easy, and that is becoming a pantry chef. Now, some of y'all are like, what in the world is a pantry chef? And some of y'all are like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw that video and I became one, and it has changed my life. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link it up above and in the description box. But becoming a pantry chef is someone who grocery shops based off the inventory in their pantry, not based off of a recipe list that they made because they sat down and searched on Pinterest different recipes. Oh, no, no, no. That can take so much time. Being a pantry chef, you have your staple foods that you always eat in your pantry and your refrigerator and freezer, let's be honest, but we're just gonna say pantry. You have your staple foods that you eat all the time, always in stock, and you never run out. So let me go give you a little bit of an example. I'm gonna take this camera and we're gonna go in my pantry. Okay, now I'm not gonna give you a huge tour, but I will say this. I know you're gonna look at this and be like, oh my gosh, like I can never go out and buy all that food. Well, yeah, I didn't either. I mean, it took me some time to build up to this, but these are all things that we always eat. We always eat grains. We always have flours and sugars and things that we need. Cereals, pasta sauce, beans, spices, okay? So what I do every weekend when I have to grocery shop, I come in here and I look and see what I'm running low on. And right here, you know, I got about 2 tomato paste left. That's okay, I don't use tomato paste that much. I'm really doing good. I don't have to buy anything in the way of canned beans. But what I'm saying is, like, if I came in here and I had 1 garbanzo bean can left, well, you know what? I would put on my list, go ahead and buy 3 garbanzo beans. Same thing with this. Like, I'm running a little low on quinoa. I'll probably go ahead and add that to my list this week. I'll get a whole thing, like a whole container full of dried quinoa, and fill that up. So I grocery shop based off my inventory in my pantry. I no longer sit down on the weekends or stress on the weekends and think like, okay, what are we gonna eat this week? Or even like during the week, I don't come home from running errands all day or doing whatever I gotta do and think, yeah, what are we gonna have for dinner? I gotta make something, it's gonna take forever. No, I just walk in my pantry, I look around and I say, beans sound like a good idea. Let me grab a sauce, let me get some frozen rice and some veggies, and I throw it all in a pot. Being a pantry chef has changed my life. I mean, how many times have I said that today? If you have not seen my videos on becoming a pantry chef, now they're not labeled being a pantry chef. This is something that's kind of just come about over this past year. But let's just say if you haven't seen my pantry tour video or my grocery shopping video, again, I'll link them up above and in the description box, but I highly recommend you watch it, and I highly recommend you consider becoming a pantry chef. Moving on to the next hack, which you probably saw in my pantry, that is using canned beans. Do not be afraid of these, my friends. Now this is in a carton, which is kind of a new thing they have going on right now, which I really like. But don't be afraid of canned beans. Canned beans can be just as nutritious as dry beans. And I'm not saying don't eat dry beans. I'm not saying I don't eat dry beans. I'm just saying a lot of times I don't have the time to soak the dry beans. I don't really plan my meals ahead of time, nor do I want to. I want to do more of the pantry chef thing. So I eat canned beans a lot. The thing is you want to make sure you're getting no salt added, okay? That's how you can get, the most nutritious beans possible. If it doesn't say no salt added, I promise you there are loads of sodium in these cans. If for some reason you have a can that doesn't say no salt added, that's fine. Just open it up and strain it and then rinse it. Rinse them really good to get all of that excess bean juice off of it. If you can, get cans, no salt added, a free BPA, this says non-BPA lining. If you can get the carton, get the carton. Again, no salt added. But yeah, these beans can be just as nutritious. They're great for you, and it's real quick and easy to just open this up and pop it in the pot or whatever you're doing with the beans. Now, I know a lot of y'all have commented a few times and said, yeah, but canned beans don't taste as good. Just make sure you're rinsing them. So I still do that, even though it says no salt added. Some people like to leave the juice, like they'll just pour the whole can in their pot to like add to whatever they're making, but I still rinse them because it gets that kind of strange flavor. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. But it kind of gets that strange bean flavor off of these, and then they taste just like beans I soaked overnight. So yeah, definitely recommend canned beans, no salt added, BPA free lining, and if you can get the carton, get the carton. Next one is frozen fruit. Now we all know frozen fruit's great for making smoothies, of course. Frozen bananas are great to help make nice cream. But I also love frozen fruit because it is great to snack on. Now, if you're hungry, snack on something that's gonna, really fill you up. Fruit obviously can. I love to eat fresh fruit all the time. If I'm hungry and I want a snack, it's like in between a meal. But if I'm in one of those moods, okay, where I'm snackish, I just want to pick at stuff, I'm not really hungry. If I'm in one of those moods, recently, this is like a big thing, I love to snack on frozen fruit. It takes a lot longer to eat frozen fruit because it's hard and it's cold. So not only are you satisfying that need to kind of put things in your mouth and chew a little bit, you're not consuming as many calories because you're not eating as much. Now, I know a lot of y'all are apprehensive to buy fresh fruits and even veggies because you're afraid that they're not as nutritious as fresh fruits and veggies. And I am not saying don't eat fresh fruits and veggies because they are amazing. We're made to eat fresh fruits and veggies. But actually, there's been so many studies done that frozen fruits and veggies are just as nutritious. Some of them might be actually more nutritious because when they freeze this stuff, they pick it at its ripest when it is the most nutritious, and then they freeze it. So there you go. Again, keep eating that fresh fruits and veggies. Those are amazing, amazing, and there are so many amazing benefits to eating these things fresh. But don't be afraid of the frozen, my friends. These things are awesome. And I gotta say, if you're trying to lose weight and you wanna stop the unnecessary eating and unnecessary packing in the calories, this is a good way to slow that down. All right, and my last hack for you guys today involves avocados. Now, oh my gosh, I love me some avocados, but I don't ever eat a whole avocado. I used to when I thought I was doing the healthy thing, but boy, was I packing in the fat and calories. Now I eat half of an avocado when I eat one, usually just 1/4 of an avocado. And here's the deal, when I do that, almost always when I'm eating an avocado, no one else wants to eat the other part of it. So it goes to waste, and I can't stand that. So here's what I've been doing with the rest. Putting it in a Ziploc bag and freezing it. And boy, does this make me feel so much better because I'm not wasting the avocado. Yes, we're not eating the other part of it to put like on top of chili or on a veggie sandwich, but this is so great to use for smoothies. Sometimes if I'm wanting to add a little bit of extra fat into a smoothie, I'll put a little bit in there, but most of the time I'm using this for smoothies or smoothie bowls I make for my kids. And not only are they getting some good extra healthy fat in their smoothie, this helps make it a bit creamier. So I've really enjoyed freezing the extra avocado that I'm not using whenever I cut one open. And also another little thing that we do, or we have been doing lately with avocado that's a great hack, is we never buy just one avocado. I'm always buying about 2 or 3 at a time, and I'm never eating them all at one time either. So I love to kind of separate my avocados. I leave the one avocado that I know we'll be eating in the next couple days in our little macrame hanging fruit basket, and then the other one or the other 2 I'll put in the refrigerator because putting it in the refrigerator actually slows the ripening process. Okay, that is it for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you enjoyed a video like this and I will do more. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I'm just reminding you one more time. Come on, we're getting close to 100,000. I'd love to see you join me and live this way really easy. Let's stop overcomplicating things. Okay? And until next week, I hope you guys have a healthy, happy, and safe week. See you soon.